I realized what Lumo was about when I found out what got in the way of it. Lumo is an app with artificial intelligence where kids will talk to a character on the screen, and it will be a way for them to learn. It will be a space for them to reflect and grow. Recently, I've been more driven than ever to create this because something scary dawned on me, and it would go against everything that I'm doing. The world doesn't just need Lumo, it needs him urgently. Every big company that has hold of social media, the new products in AI, etc., they build these products with high-tech algorithms. They design them with the most optimized retention, engagement, and stimulation. And the scary part isn't us grown adults who can live on regardless. The scary part is how it's molding the future generations. Now with this AI companion, I knew I was creating something beneficial and something that will shape kids in a good way. What's had me driven and scared, if these big companies had a hold of something like Lumo, as far as I can see, it might just be over. We've seen dystopian TV shows and movies where people are talking to robots, they have them as assistants. These dystopian worlds that have been created by talented people are dystopian because the robots have been created without heart. It's dystopian because we no longer have control, and it's dystopian because that world is a result of people being too driven for profit, power, and control. Even though this video has been very negative so far, I want to revive your spirit. These robots that will help us in different ways don't have to be created for profit. They can be created with a great purpose, and in total, they can really benefit our society, but only as long as the right people are in control and the right people are creating the robots. If we keep going where we're going, raising a generation with shorter attention spans, a lack of imagination, sure, they'll never be bored, but they will never really be alive either. AI is a tool, and the hammer is not to blame whether you hit a nail or hit yourself on the head. What's to blame is the person who is carrying and using that hammer. If we do keep going where we're going, hooking attention, keeping our minds focused on the next thing, we will be disconnected from ourselves. How can we combat that? What we can do is cultivate attention. We can design something to focus on where we are not just enjoying what we are focused on, but our attention is cultivated and we are growing, learning, and our self is developing. And that's the right way to design things, and especially when it comes to what kids are using. Instead of stimulation, it can be exploration. Instead of addiction, it can be curiosity. And in general, instead of the noise that surrounds us, it can instead be something meaningful. And so that's why the world needs Lumo. Because if it's not Lumo, it will be something else, and something worse. If a big tech, profit-driven company, like most are, have control over something like Lumo, they would unfortunately design the character to be a manipulator rather than a mentor, because everything would be tailored to make the most profit and not what would help the human grow. That's why Lumo can't be built like every other app. I'm designing it with care and intention. Lumo rewards the right things, curiosity, development, etc. Because it's not about maximizing screen time. It's about helping young minds become who they're here to be.